Hey YouTube, Stretch Sign Bait and Tackle, aka Old Man in the Kayak, and I'm going to bring you a new little tip today. This is about being safe on the water, but this isn't about your PFD or your boat or anything. This is about your body and the heat. I have a tournament tomorrow in Lake Athens. I'm sorry, not tomorrow, but Saturday. This is Friday, and it's going to be 100 degrees. Down here in Texas, it's going to be Satan's breath on the lake after 1 o'clock, I guarantee you, probably by noon. So there are certain things that I do to prepare myself for that heat. And I may not have grabbed it, but first and foremost is what I do is I have a big brimmed hat. Lightweight hat, like the military jungle style hats. I wear one of those, keeps the sun off me. It's lightweight, I can wet it if need be, and that helps keep me shaded. The next thing I do is I wear a lightweight cotton t-shirt underneath my life jacket. I know some people will wear those lightweight skins or the sleeves underneath. Personally, I don't mind the sunshine. I've been in it my whole life. And also a pair of shorts, and I wear Crocs, and most of the time when I'm in my kayak, I'm barefoot. So that's what I do as far as like dressing and stuff. Now, as far as that's for the outside of my body. And well, I take that back. There's one more thing for the outside of my body. These are the neck towels. These are cooling towels that you get, and I'm sure we all have those. We use them at work. Those of us that work out in the heat, kayaking, fishing, whatever. Anyway, these are these lightweight towels here. This brand here, these are Ergodyne work gear. Anyway, these are those microfiber cloths, and what I do with these is I wet them the night before my tournament. I get them soaking wet, and I place them in Ziploc bags, and I usually carry an assortment of 2 or 3 of them, and I'll have these in my refrigerator overnight, and so the morning of the tournament, these go in my ice chest, so they're cold and they're ready to go, and I can swap them out throughout the day. But I'll take this thing, and what I like to do is I like to wrap it around my neck, because your body's getting hot and heated, and you want to cool down, and you've got a lot of blood flowing through your neck to your brain to your heart. And so I'll take these wet, cool towels and around my neck and tuck them inside, and they're wet and they're chilled, and that helps bring down your temperature. And then when it dries out after an hour or so, it's no problem. I just do the next one. I'll re-wet this one with a water bottle, put it back in a Ziploc bag, and throw it down in my ice chest so it's chilled. So I have 3 in rotation. Now I'll always keep 2 to 3 in rotation, so I've got that cooling, that cool factor there to help keep you cool. And the reason I put it around my neck, the cold around my neck, because you've got all that blood flowing through your brain and your heart right there. There's a lot of blood flowing there, and you want to stay cool. Okay, the next thing is staying hydrated. I bring plenty of water. I'll have 4, 5, 6 bottles of water in my cooler, and I will also have a couple of drinks. Now you can do whatever drink you want, whether it's Powerade or Gatorade. It doesn't really matter, but you want the electrolytes, I use the Body Armor, and I'll grab a couple flavors of these. So I'll carry 2 of these and 4 to 6 bottles of water. Pre-chilled, I pre-chill everything. Even in my ice chest, I put it in the fridge so everything's cooled down, and the next morning I add my ice, and I'm ready to go in, and it'll last me all day long. Another thing, when I'm out there in that hot water and snack, I like to snack a little bit, and I'm losing in that heat. When you're sweating, you're losing a lot of salt and stuff, so I will add sunflower seeds. I will pop and munch on those sunflower seeds all day long while I'm doing that. Another thing is, this is my secret weapon right here. This is what I use, because when you start getting out and get dehydrated and your sodium levels and your minerals in your body get low, it affects how you think. You will think slower in the heat, excessive heat, when you've been out there for a while, because the sodium levels and the mineral levels in your blood helps with your neurons are firing, because it's basically electricity, and it moves much better through sodium liquid than it does a low sodium liquid. So my go-to, I guess it's a little snack, but it's my go-to heat of the day thing. I do olives. All right. Now, some people do pickles. Pickles are fine. I'm not a big pickle fan. I don't hate pickles. I'm just not a big pickle fan, but I love my green olives. So what I'll do is I'll bring a jar of this chilled. I'll munch on those olives. I'll drink the juice. You know, when that sweat stops stinging, when it gets in your eyes or it gets in your mouth and it's not salty, it's time, man. That's your body telling you, hey, man, you need a little bit. And another thing I do is I eat light out there. Now I do eat. A lot of times I'll bring a couple of the mini candy bars because sometimes I want that boost in the afternoon, especially. And I'll also bring. This is just meat and cheese and crackers, something light to eat. And I want that in my body because you need that fuel. I'll eat a decent breakfast, not too heavy because a lot of times it's cool in the mornings, but I'll get a good energy breakfast. I'm big on oatmeal, peanut butter, and honey for breakfast. That's my go-to energy. Get me through 3 or 4 hours solid. The rest of the day, I'm doing the light snacking, cheese and crackers. I may bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I got my olives, have my sunflower seeds. I've got plenty of drinks and all iced down, and then I have my towels, and then also have my cover over there. So just remember, when you're out there on those lakes, especially down here in the South, and not just Texas, but the whole South, it gets hot. And I know it gets hot up there in the north too, and y'all have to deal with more humidity and things like that. But down here when it's a little drier, down here in Texas, we're getting into that dry part. And this is the first blast of heat that we've had, and we've been blessed on not being too hot this year, but the rains cause a lot of damage down south. But anyway, that's another deal. But anyway, I just want everybody to stay safe out there. And remember, it's not just your life jacket, not just your PFD and your gear that you have in your kayak. It's what you're putting on the body. You need to take care of this as much as you do the item that you're floating in, the items that are going to keep you afloat. Because the sharper you are, the more on top of your game are, the better your fishing experience is. And when you're competing in a tournament, keeping that level of sharpness and alertness helps you compete, especially if you're playing catch up there in the dog days of summer. Alrighty. Hey, well, anyway, I've got one day left to get all my stuff ready. Be heading out to Lake Athens early Saturday morning. I think I'll be leaving about 2 o'clock. I like to get there early and get my boat launched, and I go back. I may take an hour nap in the car before it's launch time. But anyway, just reminder from Stretchline Bait Tackle, Stretchline Bait and Tackle. Stay safe out there. Take care of all your gear and take care of this gear too, because this is the most important gear. Alrighty. Hey, everybody, have a great day and good luck fishing out there.